Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Justin, the best cinematographer around. I got my boy G Soldier on the line, and I got Q Dog. We
Let's
about to
crack
start
that.
talking about
Yo, what's up? What's
bars,
up?
Hold on,
bars,
stop.
bars,
Hold
bars.
on, hold on. Let me introduce myself. Bro. It's G Soldier, the greatest writer and director, battle rapper, songwriter, all that, and then some bars.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
and this Q, you know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga, shooting music videos, editing videos, all that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
if y'all don't know nothing about us yet, just a little bit about us, man. We the team that produced Bars, the series about battle rap that's online. We definitely trying to get our name up, so we're gonna start doing some podcasting. Just discussing various topics because not only did we produce a battle rap series, but we also in love with the culture and everything. So that's what it's gonna be about. We're gonna talk about miscellaneous topics as far as the culture and stuff, start posting them and everything so y'all can get a little bit more insight on the team that produced bars. So today, we thought about what we was gonna talk about. I think we're gonna talk about the whole Young Ill Will, ARP, robbery situation. I think that's a great topic to start off our first one with. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So what everybody feeling? What do we think of ARP as a businessman? Let's do it.
I definitely feel like ARP does excellent business moves as far as his brand goes. But I feel like when people cross him or when he feels crossed, he plays that bitch card and start acting like a female, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, that's real. I definitely respect that. Um, what you think, the soldier?
Yo, so you know I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate now for it. I think ARP is a great businessman. I think you'll have to be in his position as a business to understand. I feel we're saying this because we didn't put thousands of dollars in, so it's not our money. So I feel, if that was your money, y'all would probably think different, you know.
No, but like there's one thing is like um um we know it's hard to keep business from being personal, but I definitely think that he gets personal when his business doesn't go right. Now, even though Avert was wrong for saying that Hitman should not get paid as much, he know Hitman not getting paid as more than him. I feel like that was wrong of ARP to put that out there because he don't know how niggas operate and what could have happened because of that.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah,
As
I do
far
think. Okay, let me say that I do think it's wrong for the put personal business. Anybody out there, I feel Verb was wrong for like you know calling him names at first level, like how Verb get under your skin, say hey
Oh
baby
yeah,
girl, and all that type of stuff. That can make it.
disrespectful.
So I do feel the ARP was wrong though for like putting that personal business out there because of that.
Facts.
real talk, I'm gonna say this right. So here's my thing, right? So I know Rare Breed over there, they got a lot of paper that's kind of just out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the particular structures are as far as where they going with it. Now my thing is in St. Louis, a big thing is not the pillow talk, as we all know. You don't if you say something to me, it don't matter where the relationship go. I am not to repeat that. You know what I mean? Regardless of what might be said, especially if you don't say anything as far as putting me out there. So as far as I know, Aye Verb didn't blast. Now they might have got into it, but he didn't
Hmm.
blast anything that ARP was saying. Now the whole thing with it's like having a malicious intent or whatever. Like there's no way you should be trying to break up the relationship with Hitman and Aye Verb. Now if
Yep.
Aye Verb did say that, he's totally
I agree.
wrong, 100%. For
Hmm.
because first of all, if Hitman making more money than him, he deserves that. Hitman is on a hit reality show. Hitman has always been the top viewed. You should never say a man should make more than you or try to position yourself because that's hating. If they gonna pay him, let them pay him. Don't be like, if that some people just, that's ugly, man. That's slimy. I wouldn't even had dealt with Averb after that, hearing some stuff like that. But ARP definitely shouldn't have said that though. Real talk.
And then speaking on Averb, if people don't see the value in him and don't feel like he is worth as much as Hitman is getting paid, that's all his fault. He can't get mad at Hitman. At one point in time, he was worth more than Hitman. But because of him taking battles that didn't have any value and losing battles that had value, I don't care if New York was being biased or not. There's been times where New York's been biased towards people and people still won. Look at Arsenal and how he held his own in Detroit. That was a very good battle. And that was a huge grudge match. And he got pressed by Trick Trick. You know what I'm saying? So back to my point. That's Aye Verb fault. People don't value him the same way that they value Hitman. And he can't do nothing but blame himself for that. He can't get mad and try to keep Hitman from making his bread.
Real talk. Real talk. So, that's my feeling.
I gotta say, and then I feel like you as a league owner also have to know who you booking. Like we have heard Verb say countless of times, I'm only loyal to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no loyal friendship or, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I do this for the bag. Like when you book Clean Paper, he's known for running off of people, you know what I'm saying? Like as a league owner, if you got to realize that you're taking a risk on booking these people. So also, if you take that risk, then you have to eat it if they do, because you already know these people's history. Also,
man, it's a shame. It's 2019 and we still hearing niggas say that they only doing it for the chicken and for the bag. Like that was a major topic in vlogs and battle rap. I think in 2017 and 2016. Why is this still a thing? People should not be saying that, bro. Period. It's terrible because that creates the precedent for people not wanting to book you or deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And right. then Aye Verb's actions, that does nothing but make it worse. It makes it worse for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy.
Real talk. I think it's a crazy situation all the way around the board. One thing I will say is, I'm all for competition and stuff like that, but you have to create your own avenue. When you commit to something, you get creative. In my opinion, it just seemed like the Rubbery platform is just really just following behind URL. Now, I will say I do like that they do the whole we do all the events in one location. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know what the business is for that and why they do that, but I think it's all about creating a culture. You know, your platform shouldn't be the garbage dump for where URL battlers can't go, because it's almost like, in my opinion, they're shunning the guys who helped build it. Like, I want to see Show Out. Why Show Out ain't on the big cards? Stuff like that. I don't want to keep seeing the big URL battles on Rubbery. Let's just keep it real.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one though, because URL, I think URL start following Rubbery because Rubbery out of nowhere, somewhere, I don't know how, they start getting the bag and booking big battles. And remember, URL was just booking these. They kept having the low tier people or middle people battle. Now this year, since they say them, now they got Lux, now they got Cassidy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Mook and J Bill. So, so I think URL was like, oh, okay, they doing this big. Let us start doing it, because we were just seeing all these regular matches.
Now, true, URL did start following, but why is that? Because Rubbery is booking URL matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, but I ain't gonna say. Look. This one thing I ain't gonna say is battlers are free agents. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody's a free agent. What? And you know what? Some of the best battles have been booked outside of URL. Don't get me wrong. But with that being said, like I ain't never think about Murder Mook and Aye Verb prior to it. So you can say that's an original match.
URL ain't even never think about
it. Was.
Yeah, that was very original. But
because to be honest, I definitely thought Murder Mook would have came back and did a third battle against Lux before Aye Verb and Mook happened, or I would have thought that Sue Surf and Murder Mook would have happened before him and Aye Verb. Even though Sue Surf has been slacking, I still feel like, that would have happened before Aye Verb.
Real talk. Yeah, I agree.
Because we never heard anybody talk about Aye Verb and Mook. We've heard people talk about Aye Verb and Lux ever since he got killed by K-Shine at Gnome 5. We never heard about him and Mook.
But let's switch gears a little bit. I want to talk about this. Let's talk about the validity of Champion of the Year. So,
what do you mean? You talking about as far as the process goes?
Yeah, as far as the process, I kind of want to discuss that. So, as a person who's been watching the battle rap shit damn near about 10 years now, I feel like this. The way they picked it, I had a particular issue with, like, they chose to go portfolio based, right? So based off resume based. So based off of your year battle, it puts you in the top rankings. Now, I do understand that. I think it should have been more tournament style pickings, meaning that you don't have to have a perfect record. Don't get me wrong. Well, I guess you would in this particular case. But like A-Ward beat Geechee Gotti. So what does that mean? That means Geechee Gotti should have been disqualified from the rankings, or A-Ward should have been higher on the rankings because he beat the top guy.
No.
But that's not what I like about it, is that it ain't about where the lot. It's about I like that they chose everything, like impact. How many times you did? Because a lot of people that that lost the battle, I don't think it should just be off wins or losses. It should be about everything, like the impact of the match, the stage, the you know what I'm saying, everything. Like this man
when you
died 3 times in a row. So you got to factor in everything.
Because you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like this as well. If as long as somebody didn't get killed or bodied, it's still based off of opinion. You know what I'm saying? So until the battles are judged, you can't do it tournament style. You know what I'm saying? Even then, you can't sit here, you can't compare someone's year that only had 4 battles to somebody that battled 12 times. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if you an above average battler, you ain't got to be top tier, but you can still at least be above average. If you win all 4 or 5 of your battles, but then you got somebody that's like damn near top tier or is top tier, or not even that, they can be mid tier or lower than that. If they have 12 battles and they killed 10 of them niggas, lost 1 and they had 1 debatable, that low or mid tier nigga deserve champion of the year over the nigga that's above average and won 4 or 5 of his battles. He's supposed to win those. That nigga above average. The nigga that's lower mid tier, he's not expected to. First of all, the nigga that's lower mid tier is not expected to get that many battles. They're not expected to win that many of their battles, and they're not expected to win those battles clearly either. So I feel like it's definitely weighted.
And then it's not like a boxing or a Super Bowl or NBA where it's a guaranteed winner. It's all subjective, So
yep.
Person would never say this person won this battle. It's gonna always be some people like look at Verb and Mook. It's people saying Verb won. People saying no matter if it's the majority, not everybody is in agreement. You know what I'm saying? It's not a definite winner.
Yeah, that's the reason why they have that panel. Why so many people? It'll be different. The system will definitely need to be worked, need to be tweaked. If it was only Jay Black going off of his sole opinion, he got a panel of people. So it's multiple people that's throwing their opinions around and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And I believe he talking about next year, not next year, this year, he talking about having it to where a fan vote takes a certain percentage of who decides who is decided to be champion of the year for 2019 as well.
I think the fan votes was 20% this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was.
It was 20%. But let me say this. Let's talk about the payola aspect of it. I understand trying to drive up donations and stuff like that, but it's a certain whoever the person who donated the most was on the panel. Why should they have more of a voice than any other fan? So that's payola at the end of the day, which is illegal.
Well, okay, so now payola has to do with the radio. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
And
But
that
it's the
directly
same
translates
concept.
to well, I'm just speaking on the whole part of it being illegal. Now, unethical, that's fine. But I feel like this. Um, the state of battle rap, it's now at a point to where well, I'm not even gonna say well, yeah, it's at a point to where the fans are supporting the culture a lot more than they did a few years ago financially. And champion of the year is one way for the fans to be like, okay, this is the way for us to have some type of power in battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like with that being said, that drives an incentive. Okay, you donated X amount of dollars. This is the most anybody donated to this cause. So now you're giving a spot on the panel. That's giving the fans a voice, even if it's only one voice. It's all up to that one person to decide if they're only going to speak for themselves or if they're going to speak in consensus for the whole battle rap community. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice way to integrate the fans into the culture, and it makes the battlers want to do better as far as performance wise and quality wise, and it gives them something to fight for as opposed to just a bag. It's
Real
still a
talk.
bag, but you know what I'm saying. It gives them something to look forward to over the span of the whole year.
Yeah.
And I like that Jay Black, like this is something he started, and we know it's not perfect, but he still tried every year. Like this year, like you said, he finna incorporate new stuff. So, this is something new that nobody else did. So I like the fact
Facts.
that he is trying new stuff each time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't he just not stuck on one thing. He want to make sure this is great. And sure, wasn't really no blogs, no complaints about who won champion of the year this year. So I think a majority is in agreement. Shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it was some complaints. I mean, it's never gonna
You
be
know,
perfect.
People always gonna get,
if Penn State would have won, bro, you already know it would have been a million.
bro. Like no matter how the process is, people gonna complain. Look at Iron Solomon. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I think the process is this, and that, and no. Nigga, man, shut up. If you would have won,
Right.
you wouldn't have said none of that,
Let me
dude.
let me say this though, right? So I do think that champion as a platform has set a precedent for people not giving a fuck in battle rap. Now, true, the purpose of champion of the year is to drive competition back into the game because honestly, people are getting booked 3-4 battles in, or they're signing contracts, so that hunger kind of diminishes because no matter what, you feel like you just got to show up and spit 3 rounds. Now, let me say
Yep.
this, right? So, first of all, the first champion of the year, they awarded a nigga, O-Red, who had a battle where he choked all 3 rounds against Show Out. Now, true, those are some amazing rounds, bro. I don't know where that shit came from, but honestly, he should not have won. We need to quit allowing people who are disrespecting the culture and coming unprepared and lax be able to get so much credit in battle.